Hello guys, welcome to my channel Hacken. My name is Abhishek and in today's video we are going to talk about the importance of resume, how you can build your own resume, and lastly I'll be showcasing my resume. So without any further ado, let's get started. We often think CV and resume are the same thing, but they are not. CV is something that you can write your autobiography in. There are no page limits, but in resume we need to squeeze down our autobiography on single one or two page. So they are not the same thing. Then the question comes, why resume? We often think resume is something that we only need to get jobs, but it is not the case. Moreover, we can make use of it as a report card. For example, in a 10th standard, we used to see report card of 9th standard to get an idea on which subject we are lacking behind and we used to improve it. Similarly, we can use resume in that manner. It is something that tells us who we are and what we know. It defines us. It is something like visual material which can tell us like on what level we are at beginner level or intermediate level, or we have advanced some skills. Let's take a challenge and make your own resume now so that you will understand at what level you are. To make your resume, we can focus on 6 key points at least which we need in a resume. The first comes summary. Like if you are starting your resume to build now, you will not have anything to write in your summary. Just keep it blank. Second thing, your contact information. Your name, your phone number, your photo, your email ID, or your social media platforms like social media profiles. I would not suggest you to put your Instagram or Facebook ID, but I would moreover suggest to put LinkedIn or GitHub ID in your contact information. Then comes expertise. If you have done any certification or if you have done any training, you can put that. Experience, like if you're starting, if you're in first or second year, you might not have anything to put in experience, but if you want to put something, you can work as a part-time job or internship, or you can start your own startup and put it in your experience. The next thing comes education. I would not suggest you to put your 11th standard or 6th standard grades in your resume. The education is something that what is your latest education, what is your highest education. For example, I am in second year, so I have written second year in my resume. Then comes project. Projects are something that we can make now also. So make projects, as much as projects you can, and put it on GitHub, and you can just use those GitHub links. Now let's move to my resume. I know it is not any ideal resume, but you can use it as a template. So first thing, I have my contact information at top corner. It is like my name, my phone number, my email ID, and some links like my GitHub profile link and my blogging website link. Then comes a small summary. Summary must not be more than 2 to 3 lines. So I have included this. I am a cybersecurity and information security professional, so I have included it. I have about 2 to 3 years of experience, 2.3 years of experience, so I have added that here. You can put you can squeeze your total resume and put it in 3 lines in your summary. Then comes your expertise. In my expertise level, I have put industry, certification and training. So I have done my OSCP, so I have put it, and I also added a small logo of OSCP which makes my resume look more attractive. Then I have CompTIA. I have done CompTIA Network Plus, and I have done ethical hacking experts training. So I have used it as T in front of my courses. In experience, I started bug bounties in first year only. So I have about 2 years of experience doing bug bounties. And similarly, I started penetration testing also. So I have about 2 and 1.5 years of experience in penetration testing. So I have added that. During bug bounties, I have worked with around more than 25 companies to solve their security vulnerabilities. I can add that. I can also add my HackerOne or Bugcrowd profile, which I have done, and some emails which are not relevant, so I have not specifically added any in my resume. Then comes CTF player. I am a CTF player myself. CTF is something like Capture the Flag, which are the tournaments which happens on Bugcrowd, HackerOne or CTF websites. I have added my TryHackMe and HackTheBox link. If you want to know what TryHackMe is and how my profile looks on TryHackMe, let me just show you. So this is my TryHackMe's profile. In TryHackMe's profile, you can see the rank. You can see how much rooms I have done. Rooms means the vulnerable boxes or vulnerable machines. Then comes my membership, how many days I'm using this website. Then comes my small summary, like I have added OSCP, Ambagant, Pentester, and CSP Tech, that I have added in my profile. Then comes my level and my points, and here are some rooms that I have completed and the badges that I have got. So I have got some badges here and I am constantly improving it. Currently I am at level 8, which is called Hacker, and there are many levels in TryHackMe, and I'll be covering that also on my upcoming YouTube videos. Then comes community involvement. Community involvement is something that is totally optional. You can use it or not, but it makes a great impact on your interviewer. Like I am doing blogging, so I have added my blogging website link. On my blogging website, I write tutorials, hack stories, and small cases, small vulnerabilities that I have found. Then comes webinar. I take many webinars for first year, second year, final year, all students. Those who are interested in cybersecurity. I provide security mentoring and also try to help them. So I can add that as a community involvement. Community involvement is just something that I am doing by my side. I am providing to community because cybersecurity is a great community. It's newborn, so it's not much big, but the people are great. Then comes education. I have added my second year BTech Computer Engineering, which I am doing from 2019 till present, and I will be adding it once my second year is completed. Then comes project. Project is something that I would highly suggest you to do because they showcase what are your real hands-on experience. I have done some projects called Autopilot and SPF Scan. Autopilot is something like an automated hacking tool, which is complete a package of tool, and I have posted it on my GitHub and I have provided the link. So similarly, you can get an idea how your resume should be. This is not by far the perfect resume at all, and I have done this resume in like my first year or second year starting, so it's not that good, but you can use it as a template to improve you, and just a mark so that you will know what you can add in your resume. If you're pursuing cybersecurity career, this can be a great resume to take and look for. The reason why I took this topic on my channel is because a majority of my audience are first year or second year students. So if you are starting your resume building now, it will be beneficial for you. And second thing, I just wanted to show you how a resume of cybersecurity professional should look. You can take it as a template, as I told you, and just start putting it. Like if you are making your resume now, you will have nothing to add, but keep it as a mark. Like give yourself a challenge that you want to put something at end of this month in your resume, and believe me, once you start doing that, you will see magic. And lastly, thanks for watching my video, guys. If you learn something new, please consider subscribing this channel. I'll be providing such useful videos on my channel daily. Till that, have a good day, stay safe and stay curious. Bye.